Welcome to this week's 5 Minutes of Management. As always, I'm Frank Coleman along with Rick Bell. Rick, we've got a great episode today. We're going to talk about Amazon whittling down its list of potential cities to house its second headquarters, as well as the hazards of sneezing and vomiting all over your coworkers. So, could be a great time. Amazon has narrowed its list of potential cities for its second headquarters down to just 20 from nearly 240 applications submitted to the company in October. Among the cities are, unsurprisingly, New York, Chicago, Boston, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C., and among the surprises to make the cut were Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Toronto, Ontario. Then, of course, there are the supposed favorites like Austin, Texas. It is unknown when Amazon will shave this down further. It's been reported that the company is looking for a location with access to great talent, as well as tax incentives from the city to move there. So, Rick, who's your leader in the clubhouse to land the coveted second headquarters for Amazon?
Well, Frank, I wouldn't necessarily rank Austin, Texas as the leader at this point. I kind of lean toward Nashville, Tennessee, which you didn't tick off, but is one of the cities on the list. I look at them as it's a great airport, it's got great regional transportation, it's a vibrant city, good colleges in the area, so a steady supply of young talent. And I think some of the bigger cities like Chicago really have a great opportunity here.
We'll see. Maybe Jeff Bezos is a country fan.
I bet he is.
So, Rick, why are coworkers vomiting at each other?
Well, Frank, this is more of a public service announcement than it really is an item for us to riff on. The flu has hit workplaces really hard this year. Challenger Grand Christmas estimates that the flu could cost employers more than $9.4 billion in lost productivity. Because that's what the folks at Great Challenger and Christmas do, right? So what could employees do to stop the spread of flu in their workplace? Well, don't go to work when you're sick. Stay home and recover. If you haven't gotten sick yet, get vaccinated. Spreading the flu to coworkers comes at a high cost for businesses, so it's up to employers to also discourage people from coming into work sick. Tell your people it's okay to stay home sick. More than 25% of American workers have admitted to going to work sick, and employees are incentivized to tough it out for a number of reasons, including fear of penalization, an overwhelming workload, lost wages, or fear of losing their job. Offering paid sick leave and being clear about how people can use it is one key to help mitigate these fears. A recent study out of Florida Atlantic University found that, unsurprisingly, U.S. workers without paid sick leave are more likely than those with paid sick leave to keep working when they're ill. So, Frank, moral of the story here?
Don't ever get sick. And if you do, don't tell anyone and show up and vomit on everybody. Nope. Of course, as Rick mentioned, if you are sick, stay home. You're more likely to just nip it in the bud and get on with your life than if you try going to work. You might stay sick longer and end up missing even more times.
And making your coworkers sick.
And making your coworkers
and your
sick.
bosses sick.
And your boss sick. That's all we have for this week's sick episode of 5 Minutes of Management. For Rick Bell, I'm Frank Coleman. Be sure to follow us on YouTube for all our 5 Minutes of Management videos. And of course, you could follow us on Twitter at Workforce News. And for all workforce coverage, visit workforce.com. We'll see you next time.